All right, so we've got our first dragon, which most people decide that they're going to keep the shadow damage dragon up, I believe.
Yep,
And
generally.
yeah, this does a 25% shadow damage increase. He also summons a lot of whelps into the fight. So that it's going to get really hectic before the dragon decides he's going to die off. And he's also going to summon himself into the fight. So you've got the dragon coming into the fight as well as the mini whelps. And this can get extremely aggravating after a while if you don't get it down on the first try.
Yeah, you need a lot of AoE for this fight. And a couple of good pally tanks would really help because you still have to deal with the fire elementals with the flame walls. So you really got to keep them out of there, otherwise you can get in trouble in a hurry.
Alright, so we've got our first Drake and our second Drake if you decide to do two Drakes. Most people go with the Fire Drake since it's only a damage increase and healers can usually heal past the damage increase. You've got the 25% fire increase, which it'll increase for the ads as well as himself, as well as Sartharion. So what is going to happen here is you're going to have Sartharion doing massive amounts of damage to the tank, the ads doing a lot of damage to the off tanks, picking up the ads, and there's going to be a lot of AoE going on, as Devitor stated before. It's very, very intensive fight for everyone, basically. But DPS needs to stay consistent, and you don't need to freak out because this is one of those types of fights that if you freak out, there's a lot of things can go wrong. Finally, we have our final Drake, our bonus loot, the third Drake, which only one guild so far on this server we've heard of have defeated it, and again, grats to Inevitable. You guys are obviously OP, EP, deflating, overpowered guild. I don't know.
Yeah, that one
there's
Drake alone is hard enough.
no, definitely, definitely. There's not a word to describe how hard that two is, but three is just, oh man. All right,
Oh
so
yeah,
we've
you need a
got
lot
our
of AoE.
obviously you need some heavy overpowered AoE. All right, so we've got our third Drake up, and this guy is the one that has the ads coming out of the portals that you actually have to DPS down. He is going to do a 25% health decrease to everybody in the raid. So it's tanks, healers, DPS, everybody gets a decrease. Sarth, I believe, gets a 25% increase. So the third Drake is the one that you want to go ahead and DPS down the fastest. After you've got him down, which is a hell of a fight, you've got the goodie bag that is the Reigns of the Twilight Drake, and the crack cocaine is an achievement, and everybody's on about that. There's also one, I believe, that if you dodge the, not the fire walls, but the fiery rocks that come out of the walls, am I correct there?
Actually, I'm not quite sure. I know they hit like a bitch, but they're not too bad.
Hmm. Well, so far in our guild, the only person who has actually gotten it is our tank because he was out of it the entire time taking the boss. So grats to Norganon for his OP achievement that nobody apparently can get.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks.
Definitely. We've also got a 22 slot bag, if I'm not mistaken, that drops from him. That is, most people do a free roll on, but that's pretty nice bag. It's reminds me of the old Anixia run where she would drop the 18th slot bag, which is pretty, awesome. But that's basically the Obsidian Sanctum. You know, in Heroic they hit harder, obviously. There's going to be more of stuff, and you need to freak out a little bit less. There's not a lot of time for lollygagging with your thumb up your butt. So pay attention, do what we say, and you know, that's the entire strategy right there. If you can pay attention and do exactly as the strategy intends for you to do, then you've got it and you're good to go. So loot up, have a great time. Once again, thank you Overkill for letting us use the Ventrilo server. I want to send out my gratitude towards you all. Thank you, Devitor, for coming in and commenting today. Although you haven't had a lot of chance to speak since I've had the mic. I do apologize for that one.
Nah, I don't mind.
Alright,